Welcome to the show, guys. Unmasking the Blueprint is a unique visual podcast that will begin each show with a blueprint shuffle. Yep, you heard me correctly. We will be shuffling. Grab a pen and a paper because the nuggets will be dropped for you to use and grow. We will interview business owners and music artists, and you'll be able to meet the person behind the brand. Each show will have a giveaway, so stay tuned to win.
Woo! Welcome to the show, guys. I am so excited that y'all have decided to tune in with us on this wonderful Tuesday. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I always hear people be like, somebody black needs to own a hair shop. Somebody black needs to own a hair shop. Well, guess what? I done found y'all one, okay? I done brought y'all a boss on the show tonight. Her name is Nikki. You know what? I would tell you all the things that she do, but guess what? I don't even want to mess nothing up. I'm going to introduce y'all to Miss Nikki. Let me see if she's available. Are you there? Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
You know, I am fabulous, girl. I am so excited. Let me do my little woo! Okay. As a little girl, I used to always go into these beauty shops and see all this stuff. And I'd be like, oh, you know, it was never owned by somebody that looked like me.
Mm-hmm.
And so one day I was going through Facebook and I seen this beautiful lady named Nikki, and she had her own shop. And what is it? It's called, you know what my little note said? And I was like, what? I don't even know her. I friend request her, y'all. I'm like, this my new friend. She my new friend. And then I was in her inbox like, girl, you want to interview on my show? Because y'all know, somebody said, hey, beautiful ladies. Leah was like, hey, beautiful ladies. And so I was so excited that you even accepted my friend request. I'm so excited that you came on the show. You are such an inspiration to little brown girls all over the world. And I want you to know that. Thank you. I do not want to mess up anything that you have going on. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have going on, please?
So, as you guys see and know, my name is Nikki Montgomery. I am the owner of Blessed Roots Beauty Supply. We're located in Norfolk, Virginia. And basically, we're a full-scale beauty supply store. We sell everything from wigs, weaves, braiding hair, pre-stretched braiding hair, mainly, things for your natural hair care, beards, clippers, clipper oil, things for the men. We hit on a little bit of everything for everybody.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Was that a dream? Was that a dream of yours? Like,
well, not really. So the way that I ended up kind of getting into this was a few years ago, I decided to go natural.
Okay.
And when I went natural, it forced me to, try to figure out what I was doing with my hair, because my hair had started thinning and, I was going through some stuff and I was trying to figure out if it's stress or, like most African-American little girls, my hair got relaxed or, started getting processed when I was like 12, 13 years old.
Right.
So I was like, well, maybe I need to give my hair a break from the chemicals. So I went to give my hair a break from the chemicals. And so now I got to figure out how to take care of it. And I realized I had no idea how to take care of my natural hair. And so that started me to doing research and whatnot. But, my first thought was, let me go to the beauty supply store. So I go to the beauty supply store and I didn't know what to get. I didn't know what to look for. And when I was in there, for whatever reason, as many years as I have frequented the beauty supply store, it didn't dawn on me that the people that were serving me didn't look like me until this very moment. And
right.
when I went to ask questions, of course, they don't know.
Right.
They just want you to hurry up and buy something. And so then that forced me to say, well, okay, let me do some research. So I started looking and I was like, well, who are there any black owned beauty supply stores? Because I really want to talk to somebody about my hair. And I couldn't find any.
Wow.
And that was disturbing for me. And then I started, kind of really digging into it and figuring out that, this is a multi-million billion-dollar industry.
Absolutely.
And we African American women, we are the number one contributors to this industry.
Yes,
and
we
own less than 5%.
Wow.
So that just devastated me when I started looking into, the statistics and really looking into, like what was going on. And so I would get so frustrated going into the beauty supply store that I wouldn't buy anything.
Wow.
I was looking like a chicken with my head cut off. I cut my hair off. I cut all my hair off. I cut the relaxer out. And, I figured out to put some water and curling cream in it to make it look like something for a little while. But I mean, I just was so frustrated. And so my grandfather, he just always told me to be the change you want to see. Rather than fussing about it, do something about it. Either you want to do something about it or just shut up. So I started trying to figure out what I could do. And so 2 years later, here we are. Blessed Roots Beauty Supply.
I love it.
Yes,
I love
ma'am.
it. I love it. Guys, I don't know if y'all heard that. She said, be the change. Instead of complaining, what is it that your community is lacking? What are you lacking? What are you needing? And she was like, hey, I'm going to do it. And she didn't say, I thought about this as a little girl. She said, a grown woman, cut my hair off, going through some stuff.
Yes.
And like, hey, you're never too old to make a change. Somebody said, oh, they said they love your hair now.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so you're never too old to decide to go into a different career, to go into something different. And you're never too old to be the change. She is the change.
That's right.
I love that. I love that.
And I want to say this too, because it's, like a lot of people, they come in and they ask me questions about, getting started and about, the industry. It's not easy. This is definitely not for the weak at heart. I get a lot of doors slammed in my face because it is, Asian dominated, and they do not want to let go of the reins.
Right.
You hear me? And so they will tell you, like, there were accounts I was trying to get, trying to establish so that I can have, the same thing in my store that they have in their store.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But they'll tell me, oh no, we can't, you can't have this brand because the store 10 miles down the street has it. Or they'll say, yeah, you can have it, but you got to buy $50,000 worth of our product in order to get it. So they tell you no. They say yes, but they price it out of your range so that you can't get it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
They really believe in group economics. So whereas they'll all get together to purchase and to buy. Who else am I gonna, link
absolutely.
up with? Because
absolutely.
There's not a whole. Now I will say there are a few beauty supply stores in my local area that I can, we do come together. Okay. And they're in other cities. And so we, Black owned beauty supply stores, when and where we can, we do work together. So okay. We do that here in the 757. Queen's Crown Beauty Supply in Hampton. She and I, they work together. We work together
That's
quite
great.
often.
That's
So
good.
yeah.
I love that. I love that. And so, guys, I hope y'all heard what she said. It wasn't easy. So it's not like she was like, I'm going to do this, and doors just open up for her. But she still had to keep pushing even when the doors was resistant. You know, and that's the reason I started unmasking the blueprint is because I meet so many people who want to do something, but Nikki, you're so up there. They're like, oh, I can never be a Nikki. Oh, I can never push, but they can. But they can.
They can.
And so they need to understand how did you get there? What is some food for thought for them?
Listen, I tell people, number one, you got to have a vision. You got to have a purpose. So, like I said initially, my purpose was in all of this was I wanted to create a safe space for people that look like me to be able to shop without being followed around in the store, not being accused of stealing, and be able to ask questions about their hair, be able to ask questions about, you know, the different things that they need, and be able to get the assistance that they needed, you know, and not just, you know, randomly spending money. Oh, I'm just gonna try this. Oh, I'm just gonna do, because you don't have anybody to talk to, you know.
Right.
So my purpose, you know, I found purpose in what it was that I wanted to do. So that gave me the drive to, you know, to move forward. And not to mention, like I said, my own hair, I was trying to figure that out. I'm trying to get that
right.
out real
I'm trying to get this together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Number two, vision. You got to have a vision. You got to write it down. You got to write down your goals. You got to write down, you know, what it is that you're trying to achieve. Where are you trying to, and do short-term and long-term goals. And those goals may change. It may change. Today, you might think, like initially, I wanted to name it Universal Beauty or something like that. And by the time I went to do my my paperwork, my LLC, and you know, and I started praying and everything, Blessed Roots came up. And that came from me, you know, thinking about you know, nappy roots, because we call our hair nappy, you know, and that has a negative connotation because that came from the plantation, you know, folks. That came from them. They called our hair nappy because it had the texture of cotton.
Right.
So, you know, I was like, well, you know, I started thinking about that, and I was like, well, we blessed. So, you know, and then Blessed Roots came together. Boom.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
That my vision, it altered, you know, a little bit, but you know, we kept it moving. So the name changed, and you know, sometimes your vision may change a little bit, but and you're gonna have roadblocks. You know, things happen, and sometimes you got to jump over them. Sometimes you got to slide to the left, and sometimes you got to slide to the right. Sometimes you got to duck. Sometimes you got to dodge. But the whole thing in it all is that you just got to keep moving.
Oh, I love that.
So that's number two. You got to have vision, and I think the third thing is what I have really been leaning on here lately is you got to have a tribe. You got to have a tribe.
Oh, girl, yes, ma'am, a tribe. I like that. Yes, I like that. I like that. Tribe. You really do
have to have people. You know, we're not put on this earth to be on an island. You know, God made us that. You know, and He put us in families. You don't come in this world by yourself. You know, we have families, and things may happen or whatever, you know. However, we are not here alone. And so you have to have a tribe when you're trying to do something, especially when you're trying to do something great. Because you don't know everything.
Right.
You don't know everything, even though you might think you do, you don't. And sometimes you need other perspective. You know, and then sometimes, you know, you're not strong in everything. So where you're weak, you need somebody that's stronger. You know, somebody that can carry you when you fall down. You know, somebody that can pick you up. Somebody, somebody's that can, be there to cover you when you need to be covered. So
Absolutely.
it's absolutely essential that you have a good tribe, people that are standing behind you, people that are rooting you on, because every day you don't feel like you winning. Every day you don't feel like, it's a good day. And some days, people not the people not coming through the door the way that you expect for them to, and the doorbell's not ringing, and the register is not, opening and closing the way that
Absolutely.
you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And so, you need people that are gonna say, girl, you better, come out of that. You better snap out of it. You better get yourself together. You better pull yourself up by the bootstraps, and you better keep it moving. You need that sometimes.
Right.
You need shoulder to cry on. You need some people to laugh with. You need somebody when people come in the store acting crazy. You could come and say, girl, let me tell you about this chick that just came in here acting crazy. Sometimes you gotta do that, So you need a tribe.
I love that. I love that, guys. So one thing, Miss Nikki, I owned a childcare facility for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so when you talked about that tribe, like when I first opened, girl, like I was just reaching out, like crying for help, like, because it's little bitty simple things that somebody would just tell you, it would just make your line so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to tell you. And so when I first opened, I found myself just running, like just reading books and trying to figure out the plan. And like you said, if I had that tribe, but then I have a girlfriend who I grew up with, girl, I never even thought about her because she's in a whole different city.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, don't you own a daycare? She was like, yeah. I was like, girl, I need some help. And when I found that link, it was just so, like you said, it was just so much easier.
Yeah.
When you have that person who can tell you, don't use this company, use this company. Or even if they don't tell you who not to use, they can tell you what they liked and what they didn't like.
Right.
Right. And that's what people don't understand. Like, guys, I know that you want to do great things and you might think you have to keep some things a secret, and I get it. But y'all gotta lean on somebody.
Yeah.
Leaning on that somebody is gonna make some of those hurdles that she talked about a lot easier.
Yes.
It's a lot of puddles that you miss when somebody else show you which way to walk instead of walking in the dark,
Right. And life happens. Life happens. Like for me, while I've been building this business, I've had a lot of things going on personally. And if I didn't have a tribe, I probably would not probably, I wouldn't have made it.
Right.
And so it's been, extremely, like, I have leaned on them a lot. And I'm grateful. And they're not all, they're not even in the beauty industry. Majority of them, they're not. They know absolutely nothing about what I do. But it doesn't, just because they're not in my mentor is an older Caucasian guy. He knows absolutely nothing about what I do, but he knows business, he knows franchising, he knows, you got to have somebody that is, they think outside of the box, and they'll bring you things that you never even
saw. You didn't even think of it that way. Absolutely.
But because they're from a different walk of life and they got a different, then they can say, hey, well, what about this? And you're like, oh, I ain't never thinking about that. Okay. Yeah. So, sometimes you can't count people out. If they got your best interest at heart, and they really, love and care about you, and they want to see you succeed, then that's what counts.
It does.
That's what counts.
It does. So, guys, she said your purpose is so important, and y'all know I 100% believe that. She said your vision. So, Miss Nikki, are you muted?
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fuss at my kid.
No, you're good. No, I just want to make sure I didn't do it. You're good. I do that too. If you ever paid attention, I'd be like, mute. So sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. So I I make a vision board planner, okay, and it's called Dream Plan Do, and it came to me I think in 2019. And Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain.
Yes,
And
ma'am. That's it right there.
people get so lost because they're living their life, but they're not. The reason they're not being successful because they haven't even wrote it out. They don't even know where they're going. When you wake up every morning without a plan, you're just living your life. That's all you're doing. I mean, it's okay to live. I mean, those who want to live their life, that's fine. But those who are looking to retire on a different level, those who are looking to live on a different level, you gotta live on a different level to reach a different level. And so writing that vision is so supersonic important. And then she said your tribe, guys. I 100% Miss Nikki, that is great. Because people do not understand the need of that tribe. Like you said, when you don't know,
right.
You have somebody else you can lean on. Or when you just tired or when you frustrated, you get that'll girl, you good, And believe it or not, sometimes we need somebody just to say, you know what, you're doing great. You're doing great.
You need somebody to tell you when you going to the left too.
Oh, girl,
you dead wrong. You need to fix
it. You do.
Yes.
One of my mentors said that if you always have cheerleaders on your team, you're never gonna grow.
That's right.
Because everything you do, they like, good job. Yeah. They say sometimes you need a coach, a correction. Absolutely no, you're not making that decision.
That's right.
Yes, we're gonna go right. No, we're not gonna go left. And so you have, like you said, you have to have that well balance in that tribe. And one thing she mentioned is about her coach is not even her race. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, when the world was going crazy a few years ago, when you only have people in your circle that's like-minded, it's very easy to be persuaded how bad the world is. But when you start going around other people and other folks, you realize, everybody don't hate you. Everybody don't hate that, And so I love that. You do have to step out your comfort zone. You do have to go sit with people that don't look like you. And I hate to say this, you got to sit with people that's smarter than you. See, that's what we don't like to do, Miss Nikki. Yeah. We don't like to do that, Miss Nikki. We like to be the smartest one in the room. But guess what? You need to sit with somebody who knows more than you. So you can't always be the teacher. Sometimes you need to be the student. And so I just love that, guys. I hope y'all got a lot of amazing nuggets from what she said tonight, because I'm telling you, I wrote some nuggets. I was like, yes, honey. Yes, honey. I don't really like to stress Black girls, brown girls, white girls, because my friends are all colors. My baby is mixed. My God baby mixed. So, I'm not definitely into a color. But when I saw you, my brown queen, doing that, I was just so impressed, because there is so many brown girls who I know, who don't feel worthy of, who don't feel like we can. And I love to bring people on the show. We can own a business that we shop at the majority.
Yes.
And I love that. And you said like 2%.
Yes, less than 5. Yeah. Less than 5. Yep.
Wow. Guys, anything is possible. All your dreams are possible. But guys, Miss Nikki got a surprise for y'all. And so the first person who do it, that's who's gonna win. And so it's 2 questions. So she's giving away a box of, what was the box?
It's a beauty box. So
a beauty box.
The beauty box will consist of, so one of the things that we do at Blessed Roots Beauty Supply is that I partner with local brands in my store. So when we initially got started, I used to do a lot of pop-up shops and go into, different events. And I saw that we had all these amazing beauty brands that were local, and people make all this stuff that's for our skin and that works. Like, people have eczema, and you have somebody that makes the eczema cream and it makes the eczema go away, and this person's been fighting with it for years, or they got spots in their face and they use this cream and boom, it's gone. So I said, well, when I open my store, I want to have local brands in my store. And so that's what we do. I partner with local brands, and all of the body products in my store are local. They come from local
Wow.
brands.
I love that. I love that.
So the beauty box will consist of um brand, soaps, shea butters, hair growth oils, by several of the, well, all,
Local.
not several, but all of the local brands
Okay.
that we carry. So and when I say that, I'm like turmeric facial scrubs, turmeric soaps, like I said, shea butters, sugar scrubs, that sort of thing. So
Okay.
it's a beauty
Okay.
box.
Okay.
It'll be a nice size box with full size products, and even some stuff for you, Yoni. I got a Yoni girl, and in the store, and so we have her products in there, and so we'll even throw some of that in there, and some nails. So I got a girl that does nails, and her press on nails are in the store as well. So
So guys, y'all have to go to her page and answer 2 questions. And so can you tell them, how do they find your, what page are they going to?
okay, so on my Instagram,
Okay, Instagram, guys.
Yep,
Okay.
Instagram is blessed. What is it? Blessed_roots_beauty, and they can go to whatever my last post was. I don't even know. But they can go to whatever the last post was and tag. I would say tag you.
Okay.
So that I know what it is, and then they could put whatever they could put our tagline. And I said it earlier.
So
about,
she said it for y'all earlier.
Yeah, I said it earlier what the Blessed Roots tagline is. So or our motto, as you would say. So
so they need to post your tagline, and then
Yep.
what else?
And I think I said when we were established, how long, but you could just put how long we've been in business, because I didn't say the exact date.
Okay. So how long they've been in business and their tagline. You have to go to her Instagram, and you have to write underneath the comments those two answers. Now, in the first person who do it, the first person, right?
Yeah.
The first person who do it and get it right, she's gonna reach back out to you and announce the winner.
Yep.
So excited to have you on. If you want to come back after the show and drop your Instagram link, that'll be great.
Okay.
If you want them to follow anything else, you can still drop that underneath the comments too. If any of your friends are listening, they can go ahead and drop it for us now also. The goal is to bring people to you. So when they're in your city, they're in your state, they can be like, you know what, she was on the show, let me go swing by there and let me check her out. Are you doing online orders?
Yes, we do have a site. I'll drop that in there as well in the comments. We have a website.
Okay.
And of course, like you said, we have a full scale beauty supply store located at 7639 B Granby Street in Norfolk, Virginia. Our phone number is 757-937-9516. If you call that number, you will reach me. And for some people, because my online, we do drop shipping. So some people want to see exactly what we have in the store. I even do virtual shopping with people. If they want to call me and virtual shop, and I walk around the store with the phone, and we on video chat, and they picking stuff out, and I send them their stuff. We do it however we can do it, whatever way works. That's what
I love that, guys. But if y'all notice, the pandemic have changed a lot of stuff. Yeah. So y'all, she like, hey, you want to see it? I can go. I love that. Yeah. That's what business ownership is about. You have to be able to move when the industry moves.
Correct.
You have to be able to shift.
You gotta adapt and overcome.
Yes, you do.
Shift. Yes,
because if you don't shift, you will be stuck where you at in closing. Yeah. And so that's so amazing. So I definitely am I'm praying the overflow of her business. I'm praying that people are gonna go to her website when she dropping the link. I'm praying that you're gonna get you an overflow of new customers. Some people gonna be on your website like myself looking, what can I get? Let me see what I can get. And so I'm super excited. I'm so glad that you was able to make it on. I know that you're super busy. I know that you run your own shop. So I know that you getting on with a slow slim. So I'm glad you was able to make it on.
Listen, I was on that highway like,
I'm gonna get it. And so I'm so glad, guys, she made it. And do anybody have any questions before she get off? Usually they have a plethora of questions. So I don't know where everybody at on this Tuesday tonight, y'all. All right, y'all are missing the owner of the beauty shop. I know I see Leo Austin on. I know I see Alpha Smith on. They were just saying like beautiful ladies. Yes, we love our hair. That's pretty much it. But they didn't have no questions for girl. I am shocked. All right. Well, guess what? I'm glad to have you on. I am so excited. Like, baby, she giving away some gifts. Y'all know that's where we be at. Y'all know that the hair store is our favorite place. Y'all see my hair down here, 24 inches down my back.
yes. I can't
it.
do it. Those long, super long braids. I can't.
If I was to tell you how thin, they're so thin. They're so summer thin. It's so relaxed. Yeah, I love it. Because I get headaches when they're too thick. And so it's like so thin. And my hair is natural curly. You know, mine's the one that don't listen.
Right. Soft hair.
Yeah, just soft. Yeah, the soft, non-listening hair. Need to go to timeout. And so, yes, I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time. I don't know if you want to dance with us out or not.
Oh, girl, go ahead.
All right. So, you gonna dance out?
Yeah.
Baby, I love it. Mr. P, she is dancing out with us. All right, guys. Thank y'all for being on the show tonight. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in today. It would mean the world to me if you will leave a review, a rating, and subscribe to my show. Please share with your family and friends if you enjoyed the show. This show, a message of blueprint is for you. So give me a message with the topics you want us to discuss. Until next time, y'all stay safe.
I love it. Woo! Thank y'all guys for coming out tonight. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Miss Nikki, so much. The show